All out now. We ain't going no place.
Now, gents, this is a easy subject to talk about here. One of my viewers brought up the subject of youth versus experience. It's an interesting subject to me, and you're going to see it played out here. Most of you will see one, maybe two dynamics, two paradigms, but there's more than that. Let's take it further.
All this play war stuff is bullshit. It's all a question of mind over matter. We no longer mind, because you don't matter. You've been voted out of office, baby.
Mr. Jones, you fall out in that street, I'm gonna kick your ass right off this fucking planet.
Oh, I don't think so, babe. Swede. Swede. Swede.
Now, you see, the older gentleman here, Gunny Highway, he doesn't know what's going on in particular. The younger gentleman, they already know. They've set him up so that he can be defeated, so that he can be broomed out of their lives. Why? Because they're used to being slackers. Because they're used to having their own way. Because they're used to mediocrity. They don't know what excellence is because they've never been shown that. They think it's bullshit. They think it's a phantom. It's a ghost.
Sweet, 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 sweet. Gunny, I'd like you to meet my big friend, Swede Johansson. Sweet.
Now, I'm going to say something to you. A lot of you ain't going to like this. When you see bodybuilders, people that pack on weight, people that run body fat down into the single digits, it's because they have something going on between their ears. Typically, they've suffered some kind of a childhood trauma. They don't ever want to be in the position of being physically or mentally bullied or bludgeoned again. So they build their bodies, and they make sure that anybody that's going to come up against them is going to pay a price. And you're witnessing that with Swede Johansson.
Say something charming to the man.
I'm gonna rip your head off and shit down your neck.
So you see, Grungy Highway, we ain't got no use for you no more.
There's another dynamic that's going on here that I think is interesting to talk about. The one where this man who has built himself into a tower, a mountain, who has chiseled himself, who's put thousands and thousands and thousands of hours and days into creating this body, is allowing himself to be used. He's allowing himself to be used. He's using these men around him to pump up his confidence. And in turn, he's allowing himself to get put into a terrible position.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back. No more, no more, no more, no more, no more.
Now, gentlemen, I realize that this is just a movie, that it's shot with time and effort and care. Clint Eastwood is a hell of a good director. The guy playing Swede is a pretty decent actor, in my opinion, you know, for doing what he did. But what you're witnessing here is a physical metaphor for what happens to you and I out here in the world every single day. And what do we do with it? We turn it around, we put these fuckers on their knees, and we blast them in the jaw. Now, if this happened in real life, IRL, as the kids say, you wouldn't get nearly the resistance that you get currently through the internet.
Take your chin up. Higher.
What you're seeing here, gentlemen, regardless of size, height, stature, monetary resources, are a bunch of blue pills that are being spoken to by a red pill general, a war band leader. Like I said, I realize that it's a movie scene, But this plays out all over the United States, Australia, Canada, Europe, everywhere in the world, every single day, 10,000 times a minute. Everywhere you go, there is somebody out there that is begging to be taught a lesson. And of course, there's a pack of men out there that are willing to egg them into extinction until they're shown a better way.
Now get your ass on that street, ladies, right this second.
I'll take you later, Swede. Yeah.
Once their confidence has been broken, once everything that they rested their hopes on has been vanquished, you can see cowards and blue pills flee. That's all they ever do. That's all a coward and a blue pill can do until they become red pill men, until they become able to stand on their own 2 feet, until they become able to get blasted in the fucking face and get back up and stare their enemy in the eyes and dare him to do it again.
So do we outside for them piece to come? Negative, Johansson. You're gonna become a Marine right now. All out. Yes, sir.
The last and final paradigm that you may not have picked up on was the one that you just witnessed. You just witnessed experience and age mold youth and inexperience, exuberance, stupidity even. He didn't break his ass down. He didn't throw him back in the brig. He didn't ruin his career. A woman would have done that. Had this been a female in the position of Gunnery Sergeant Highway, a female would have ruined his career because females don't know how to read men. They know how to bait them. They know how to wave pussy in their faces and get them to do dumb shit. But they don't know how to read them. You know that whole thing, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. Well, it's true. We couldn't be more different. And those differences get bigger and bigger and bigger every single day. Gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the visual metaphor for what happens out here. I'd like to thank the viewer that brought this clip to my attention. I've seen the movie before, and I've picked up on all of these things before, but I never thought to make a video about it. Maybe, if this one goes over well, we'll do a few more of these down the road.